it is all captured so people can go back a little bit should needs be. But I am very pleased to welcome the YouTube audience in to Fernhi versus Maxineweed or Maxineweed. I'm just going to struggle with that pronunciation until I actually hear him say it himself. Oh, and I've not changed. I'll change that afterwards so it actually represents the group.
Okay, we start.
First track up for these two is Maze Bank Ascent. Quickly just sharing it into the chat.
I didn't practice, and this
No,
is my first
I know
track
you've
of the
not
day.
been on all day.
This is my first race of the day.
I know Max hasn't been on too long either, really. He wasn't on earlier. And on the line. Get my little screenshot.
Oh, he's with his sport wheels. Yeah, sport tires.
I did that by mistake myself, but that was just in a playlist, not in competitive competition. Nice, clean speed there from Fern. He has taken the early lead. I would switch back to Max, but as you can see, fortunately not been able to change that second just in time. He's very short of time. So we will mainly, obviously, have to focus on Fern. He will be subject to all of YouTube's pressure. Nice escape again from Tube, nice and early into the corner as well, able to take a little bit more speed and hitting off that nice red wall. Sorry for the hiccups. I literally just ate one of the quickest sandwiches of my life. With a lovely bash off the overpass there and into the Tube, hitting the middle line twice. For riding on the boost line. Really clean. Nice aggressive line through the tubes, not getting a little close to tube there from the exit. Transition between the two. Wonderful brake boost in there. Confirmed. Found that little straight before entering two left corners. He's been exceptionally tidy. Fern with a 153.316 and getting hung up in the barrier, but the car trying to get itself over the other barrier, but caught itself nicely to the 203.518 from Max. But that error on the exit will have cost Fern some time. Fern, that was aggressive to the edge of the track. My boy, that was tight as a tiger, as I do say. Pushing to the extremes of the track. And hello, my man, Alex Heredia. In name game, the Heredia God. Heredia. I believe I say it right. Heredia or Heredia? I think it's just a pronunciation thing, but we'll let that go with you, Alex. You're the one that knows your name. I do like it though. Initially I asked where the Heredia came from. It sounds like maybe comes from like Greek gods and stuff. very clean through the tubes. Fern's been able to extend his lead again by the look of things. Looked like Max was just entering the tube. Fern, an exceptionally clean boy around the track when he's on form. Again, just good, strong, double-tired brake boost there, and just hung up in the bike rack. Again behind Max, able to shorten the gap down slightly, but Fern does still hold the lead. Nice run, my man. Oh, Fern, nicely controlled. I was a little worried for you there, but very, very well held. Hold the car round and feather the throttle to get the traction needed to avoid edge of the track. Cleanly into the tube game. Over entrance nicely. Thick boost. You can see the car bobbing and bobbing, and you hear the clippy clip as it hits. Really nice, really clean and tight. Good brake boosting again. Oh, a little bit heavy on the hit off the bridge, but it looked like it did manage to get a little kick of speed as the suspension unsprung on the bounce down onto the track. A nice kick of speed back, but top speed into the tubes. Really good and clean again, no dripping, just nice and smooth from Fern, letting the car do the work. Just trying to keep it nice and level, but getting in the lamppost, and that, as Max has had to respawn through the tubes there, must be taking quite a risky line there, trying to shorten the gap on Fern, but Fern, you can hear, just feathering the throttle, making sure there's no chance of him DNFing the respected opponent. Nice job there from Fern. There shouldn't be any risk of it. He is straightening up, I believe, down the straight. Yeah. Nicely done, Fern. Taking first blood.
GG.
Offering the GGs out to Max. Now.
I think I got a really good first lap.
Fern, it was I believe it was a 53.3, if I remember correctly, on your first lap.
53.3. I thought it was 52.
It was just the low 53, I think.
Yeah.
Still,
Okay.
I say that, I was saying that as though it was good. You sound slightly disappointed. It was still a second below my actual PB, Fern.
Let's brake boost time.
No, Fern, looking forward to a bit of brake boost central on Plummet. We will, as Fern says, seeing a lot of brake boosts here. Fern, very proficient at them. And right here we can look at Max. This is how he looks without a car around him. Still a lot of mystery to the dude. Oh, Fern's usual round of horn not responded to at all by Max. Fern will not like that. That may make him drive a little bit harder. See, Fern going for, and I believe definitely getting some of the brake boosts. We are not seeing the tyre mark on all of them, but we're hearing the squeal on most, meaning he will be getting a slight portion of the extra boost, but not quite the top notch. Gets into the right, and there you see, getting it back to back 3 times. Almost 4. I heard a little squeal, but not. There's another little squeal and another lovely stuff from Fern, cranking up the pace. Really moving, and we've missed that noise, and I've not always noticed it. Still early on in round 3. Now I do know as well that my title is slightly wrong. This is Group 2, not Group 5. I will adjust that after the stream, edit it once it's up on my YouTube Studio functionality. Very clean again, aggressive across the curves from Fern, going for them brake boost. Now let's have a quick swing of the camera around and see if we can have a little look at where Max is. There he is, just landing, the Fern's pulling away down the straight. No, that wasn't the most attractive camera angle there at first as it tried to pull itself round past the car. It's had an incredibly clean run, and you can hear the gentle ticky tap through some of the corners. Nice and tidy. Whoa, close to the barrier there, pushing wide through the exit, but straightened up wonderfully well, clipping all of the curb he could. And this is going to be a clean run by the looks of things from Fern. Don't want to jinx it, but it's looking good so far. Nice and tidy, no chance of getting hung up in the big gap in the fence there, and he did get the early curb boost to get himself back up to pace. Not going for the ones on the right side of the car. Nice and tidy little honk of the horn as he pulls himself to the left past. Going for, we do hear the script, and there is a big brake boost on the final curb. Really tidy, making sure he levels out the car so he doesn't come into contact with that little bit of wonky barrier. Very tidy across the line from Fern. Fernhi putting in a good strong performance there. Max maybe hoping to be able to.
I lost so many time, fuck me.
Still, it did look like a clean run though. Maybe.
Yeah, it was really clean.
Missed a few brake boosts here and there.
Yeah.
Still got a lot more than a lot of people get, Fern. Only 259.328 is under the 3-minute mark people do in general look for. But I know that you do get yourself into the 57s and lower. So I know for yourself, not your best time, but a person like myself, that's a time I struggle to get regularly.
PB is 56.6,
Yeah.
I think.
56.6 as a PB from Fern.
Yeah, it was one record for a time, but Zombie and Jacob beat me.
Yeah.
With a 50, I think Jacob has a 55. So
Yeah.
really good.
55 point.
Really good.
I don't want to say the point again, but I believe it to be around the point 4 or 5. You see the guys on pair race. I'm going to hide the hood and take a screenshot. Once the screenshot thing goes away, just missed it there. Unfortunately, not easy to get. For potential nice screenshot, we do see Fern has managed to pull away. Lovely landing to the left of the curb and then just pulling across the final corner of the boost there. Really nice to see. Tidy through the first section of track and now heading towards the first two. A little heavy on the transition between the incline and the flat portion of the track. But it's handled nicely. Stays on the boost line, low in the tube, and that first section pulls now down into his loop and exit lovely and low No, I do wish I could. There was the functionality. Oh, a nice clean ramp skip, loop skip going for the second, and we see that lovely snaky S from Fern to swing through both. Max must have got, he at least got the second one, may as well have got the first as well with the pace he has kept, just slightly extended with Fern's very clean exit. Score is 1-0 in this playlist, and Fern, no it's not, it's 2-0, sorry. And we're on the third race. Fern taking both Mazebank Ascent and Plummet. And so far looking nice and strong from Pire. Max with a lot of work cut out. I know he is in a bit of a rush, has to head out. Just over 45 minutes time should be enough to get through. Just over under playlist and a half we have left. We saw a 151.181, meaning Fern, as Max did cross the line there, has an 18-second lead as he's now swinging round and about to line up into his second lap, first tube. Alex saying that I believe it may have been the first exit that came up just as the second exit happened, that it was a beautiful exit, and again nice and low, getting early across the curves, being able to snake across a couple of times, slowing down. He just snaked past the checkpoint. He didn't seem to have gone too far around it. Maybe Fern suffering with some form of checkpoint glitch where he can't run quite as wide around them. Fern with the lead is just eating away into some of it and giving something to Max to now try and grasp onto and try and shorten the gap a little bit, knowing that Fern can here and there make a little mistake. But as I did say, it was a lovely exit. It did look nice and clean down the curves, but it run ever so slightly wide. Another clean two to see, but Fern takes a similar line to Jack here, and it brings him out nice and low, carries a lot of speed. Oh, Fern feeling he was on potential 3-lap world record pace until that checkpoint played a huge amount of havoc with him. And you really didn't run that far wide around it, did you?
Yeah.
Well, there we go. He was just going across the curbs. Nice and smooth, didn't look too aggressive to my eye. And onto the boost, handled really nicely. Front of the car slamming down just after the back wheels touched the boost. Really good stuff from Fern, nice and tidy. Again, since the mistake, he's been able to re-extend his lead. And thank you all for tuning in. A little bit wide, or not quite, pulling sharply enough to the right. Into, again, a wonderfully clean exit from Fern, barely nipping that initial little bit of second of the curve he gets, getting the boost this time, but just bricking out slightly, and throwing the car up in the air on the transition through the loops. That did manage to get the checkpoint, and that is, I believe, going to allow Fern to hold the lead, definitely hold the lead, but potentially have this wrapped up still with decent lead. We do see that Max brought his time down to 153.438, good time, and 2 lovely brake boosts there from Fern. We'll turn the hood off for now to consume time, but we need to see what comes in on this final lap. Nice tidy line, again a little bit high, just making sure that he gets out nice and safe, doesn't want to potentially throw away wrapping this playlist up. Be able to take the 3 points forward in to the next place, just feathering the throttle slightly to make sure he makes it out of the tube and round. Really nice stuff. You can here spin the camera. And can I expand my map? No, I cannot. So you just have a look. Nice car. Collect confirm. So does confirm himself already up to 15
I
points.
will try the loop skip again in the next playlist.
I would confirm with you. I fully expect you to do so. You are a bit of a hot lapper when you're given the opportunity in these situations and stuff. You just go for your best lap sort of thing. You really do push for records. We've captured you doing Trench 2 world record already, live commentated on stream with me and Vortex. That is on Vortex's channel, I believe.
I got 151.1 first lap.
Yeah, a phenomenal first lap, beating my best lap by, I believe, 3 seconds, or 2 seconds at least. I think I'm at a 53.9 or a low 54, I can't quite remember. But it's smashing it out of the park. Max, a couple of mistakes, maybe.
It's fucking raining. Oh.
It is raining for Green Machine. Hopefully, having just started in the session, it will not transition. Oh, it's not looking good. It's not sunnied up here. Hopefully, the rain will shift. Oh dear. Burn. No mercy, lad. I know you do like a nice response. But Max did initially start to close up, but had to be a bit heavier on the brake. But has getting closed up with a tight corner turn, pulling away, nice stab of the brake to make sure it gets round past the tube entrance, a nice looped line from Fern and early onto that thick boot. You see the bobbing of the car, and you can see on my mini-map that it has slightly extended. Max's circle is now at the back of the map. Very, very clean, smooth lines from Fern, and Fern looks like could be on to wrap up a corner in his first playlist. Fern has already moved up to 15 points, has the chance to join official on 18, putting them as the joint top performers so far. Have a quick look at my paperwork. So, a little bit after this at 9 PM we have Radar versus Foxtrot. And then so far also have booked in Thursday at 7 PM Kino v Matt, and then me at 10 PM Saturday night with Mobbing. So if you do want commentary, please do keep them times in mind, because I won't be available then. It's been nice and clean. Maybe just a touch lucky after a bit of a heavier barrier hit than he'd like. And hello, Mr. Network Kamikaze. Again, I think I'm saying that right, but I'm not sure. But nice to have you join us in the chat, my man. I'm crossing the line. Let's have a look at these lap times now. Fern is 233.676 with 36.235. Fern has at least a 3-second lead. Maybe starting to pull away a little bit more. Lovely boost by really clean. There's a bit of lag there from Fern. Felt the wheels are still spinning. Fern is very quick on the triangle. Big clip at the entrance to the tube, caught nicely and managing to flip around. That does allow Max to pull through into the lead, probably getting himself a slightly shorter lead than Fern had managed to build up through the first lap and a half, meaning Fern may have the chance to close it in, being all clean now. And Fluids, my dude, I hope you're all well in my chat. We are just coming to the end of the first playlist, about to be heading through final lap 3 machine after big jumps up to the final tube. You can see Max has at the moment got the lead. Fern has wrapped this playlist up at 3-0 so far. Max driving well, but Fern very consistent, making very few mistakes during the first 3 tracks, able to make the most of his slightly high speed. You can see he is reining Max in. Nice and tidy, extending the jump as much as possible and then pushing the car hard forward, trying to get the wheels flat on the ground for the landing, tilting the car early to match the incline. Really nice stuff. So both back wheels meet at the same time. Really tidy from Fern. And you can see the gap has shortened. Max with good early tube line does pull ahead, but this final loop that may allow Fern a little bit more speed on exit. And he is reining him in as he comes across the line. Let's see these laps. We've got 33.676 from Fern, 31.021 from Max, but we can see Fern right on the behind of Max. Slightly differing lines, and Fern gives him a good early kick to close the gap just a little bit more, but Max's line seems a little bit more boost. Happy at the end, a good line through that spinner, and Fern now starting to penetrate through Max and passes on into first place. Fern with good strong boost line through the second tube has pulled away a slight lead through into the turns, but Max aggressive across the curbs, has to go early on the brakes, and smoothness by Fern allows him to hold the lead nice and clean and ever so slightly begin to extend corner by corner, clipping curbs, apexes. Really nice. Max has closed distance a little bit over final curb and jump, clipping good curves, but Fern now at top speed through the loops, catching as much boost as you can. You don't see any jet of flame coming out of the back of the car, which signifies that it's disturbing the car too much. Nice and clean. Fern could be on for a good lap time here. We see Max straightening up behind him, about a second behind Fern. 100% sure on time. We look back, now we see the honk of the horn, hear the honk of the horn, but no response. Maybe Max unable to have his game volume up, maybe he's got something going on at home. Fern nice and clean over the jump, and again getting both back wheels nice and level with the track. The car doesn't end up snapping into position too hard. Tiny little kick of a wheelie. Back wheels giving that drive nice and tight to the barrier. Really close, really clean tube line here, and Fern about to cross the line, confirm himself a 4-0 victory in the first playlist. A solid 3 points for Fern. That does move him on to 15. Clear, he was already confirmed as the leader at the top of the group. Max is already as well confirmed in second place with the text coming out of the competition. Both him and Jacob have been awarded the 6 points each. That had moved Max onto 10 and Jacob onto 1. This playlist does confirm with that Fern as the winner of the group of the outcome. Max still safe second on 10 points, but can't catch Fern at the top anymore. Fern, how are you feeling, having taken a
I'm
very...
feeling really good to get 3 more points. It was a really good battle in the third lap.
Yeah, he's a good racer. Like, I'd stand
Yeah.
no chance against Max. Like, he would smash me. Like, as I did mention last night, it's obviously the top 2 of each group do move forward through to the proper Champions League knockout rounds, which will start a week after the end of this. But I am planning to do something with the people that place third, so they all have their 1v1s against all the other third place people, and place 4 do theirs, so it's like the Europa League style below the Champions League. You'll know about that, Fern, because you're into your football and stuff. So that won't require any explanation to you, but yeah, so we'll do our own little knockout competition between 3rd and 4th place maybe as well. Obviously, commentary will be available for that as well, but I think that with having done all the group stages for this, the priority would maybe have to go to the Champions League, but with it being spread and the matches being the same, it should be quite possible. Fern pulling away from second place, but Max drawing it back slightly through the exit speed of his corner. Nice smooth line through the tube. Oh, Fern, that's risky. Getting caught up in the barrier. Very unlucky there from Fern. Back wheels just landing a little bit too late, and the car not able to pull down away from the fence. Max has got maybe a second and a half, 2 second lead, somewhere around that vicinity. Fern now will be looking for reining back in. Again, with me having mentioned the situation with Tex, I would like to offer out for the final time congratulations to him, his wife, Mrs. Tex, and the newborn little baby Tex. Already saving up for her first Emirates for when her dad starts to introduce us to the community. Very good family stuff. And it is the first pros baby. Fern, with these good lines through the tubes, has been able to rein in that lost time and now extending a lead over Max. Good line through the tube. You saw the way he tilted the car slightly to the left to try and avoid any major bricking.
I have to say that I'm not faster because I have a better line. I'm faster because he's with sport tires.
Okay.
Sport tires and tubes are
is you do have different, like you seem to have slightly different lines though as well. Like, I'm not saying his lines are good, but Fern able to give that slightly better insight. I don't know all the differences off the top of my head between it. I know there is a reason why we use off-road tyres and tubes, obviously. But clearly, Fern saying that the sport's not as good through the tubes. They do allow you to maybe carry more speed on the track pieces, but through the tubes, that is, I know that's why we do use the off-road tyres, is for the tubes and wall rides to give us that extra grip, and obviously to give us the cleaner boosts through the bumps. Then I'm guessing a bit like going over the curbs, Fern. Because the off-road tyres are better with that, aren't they, than the sports as well? Again, Fern getting very close to the edge of the track, really trying to draw my catchphrase out of me, and nice and close to the barrier to pushing to the extremes of the track, trying to extend a little bit more of a comfort zone. Good clean line again, no bricking into the second tube that he's heading through. No issue with the light, and again, no bricking from Fern. Here we go, nice and clean, just getting, again, you see that slight tilt of the car. Maybe Fern is doing that to try and avoid any potential bricks, so we all may try and replicate that slightly to minimise the risk. I do believe it to be something to do with like the front or the bottom of the car clipping in to the track with the highest speeds now than the track can handle being produced by the GTO and such through the tubes, and then on the transitional impact you see the 152.047 from Fern, the 155.649 from Max. I will maybe send Max a little message after this to make sure that he knows in the future the off-road tyres, but I'm sure he'll also maybe come across this at some point, have a little look back. Unfortunately, again, I haven't been able to capture too much of him. As you can see in my options there at the top, the only option to view is Fern. I'm not able to change to Max, cross through the eye. But again, with this being quite a new thing, this is, I believe, the first time I will commentate on Max in one of these smaller lobbies. You see Fern just clipping on the foot of the ramp after they cross over in what would have been a T-bone situation in a contact race. Good clean aggressive lines through the tube, no issue of bricking again from Fern, controlling the car wonderfully well, tilting the car nicely, again just a slight right tilt that time rather than the left tilt we'd see, but again no bricking at any of the brick potential spots so far from Fern. Maybe showing us that there is a way to limit potential. I'm not saying it would never happen still, but it allows us to maybe minimise some of the risk of it happening too often. Fern has been able to claim, again, first race. It will allow him really now settle in. He's got a good cushion already. And Fern, I'm guessing you are now feeling quite confident of being able to go on to wrap this up without trying to jinx it or go overconfident. You know that overall, at the moment, you've had the pace so far, and that's not me trying to dismiss Max, because as I did state at the end of the last playlist, that boy would slap me silly. So again, it's just about coming up against the right or wrong opponents at a certain time. And Fern, as I know from myself 2 weeks ago, beat me as hard as both Marty, or all three, Shiftless and Sick Nasty. So Fern very much among the top bracket of drivers, world record holder, and a very, very fast boy. Yes, Max. Nice, and the round is finally complete. Fern will now be happy. It just makes Fern happy when people are nice and polite on the track, responding to his lovely little football toot of the horn. You're a Valencia supporter, I believe, aren't you, Fern? I may be waiting for questions till after, and I'll commentate. Nice, great boosted from Fern down the straight, pulling a good lead, already heading through the second sharpish right at high speed, getting onto the curves, and we've heard the scream of the tyres all 3 times there, and we did see 2 big brake boost, and a third, and a little squeal there, nice and tidy through this section, another squeal there, signifying a minor brake boost, and I think when you get just the squeal, it like stops you maybe losing the pace that the brakes effect would have, so you don't lose the pace, and then as you get the extended squeal and a tyre mark, you get a kick, and then when you get the double extended tyre mark out of both wheels, you know you've done something very, very right. And pushing onto the barrier. Just shifting the car a little bit too far to the right at high speed, and that has allowed Max to go into the lead ahead of Fern. The time that was lost, it could be a big job for Fern to come back, but that is some wonderful flair and lovely controlled backflip with a little 180 barrel roll thrown in. Again, very aggressive across the curve. You can see Max with a strong lead. It is going to be very, very difficult without a mistake. Possible without mistake to have any chance of reining that in. Now is to stay good and clean to be able to capitalise if there is any errors. Max appears to be straightening up down the final section of corners down that mini straight ahead of Fern. He's swinging into the left corner. Fern goes right. That must be unlucky, just glancing off the barrier. You know, if I could Fern, I would go apply some of that YouTube pressure as I do with the lead car. Unfortunately, I can't, but we do all know, as I do state, it's just been a slightly messy run, and we all know you're a clean, fast boy a lot of the time. And hello James, my man. Oh, that was wobbly, bucking wildly like a wild horse, untamed, before it's been broken in by a horse whisperer. Fern with the wow, luckily able to tame the beast and saddle it up again. Nicely handled, Fern. Unlucky with the mistake, but...
Yes, unlucky.
See, both drivers over the 3-minute mark, 309.186 from Max, 328.255 from Fern. Max has taken plummet from Fern, and that does tie up
to be honest,
this second playlist.
I'm gonna play a little safe on Pier.
Yeah. Fern is saying.
I'm only gonna try the first loop skip if I'm in a good lap.
Yeah. Yeah, do your first lap, see how you're going and see where you're at time-wise.
No
second lap.
No first lap.
No, that's what I'm saying. On the first lap, just go go clean, then see what your time's at as you're approaching it on the second and third if you've got a decent time on. Or if you need to catch up anyway, then we know that you'll end up taking a risk to try and shorten the gap. Nice response this time again, adding a little bit of his own flair into it as well. But Fern with wonderful mid-drive boost from second up into first, and is extending as his revs reach the higher end as he clips over the curves. But Max has shortened the gap with good use of curb boosting and boost effect. Fern extending slightly over the jump and heading through to the first tube. Now again, I'm going to do it a little bit earlier, just because again this stream will be ending quite quickly at the end. I know that Fern has an active YouTube channel, so definitely head over, check that out. I believe it is Fern space HN on YouTube, isn't that right, Fern?
Yeah.
Yep. And then if Max has one as well, please do head over and check him out as well. I will have to have a little look into that myself, make sure I'm subscribed. No worries, my man. I know I am subscribed to you because I've shouted you out a couple of times at this point, having commentated on you. I think this is the third time having raced or commentated on you at least. You're now nice to it and you do handle the pressure very well. You've had all eyes upon you throughout this 1v1.
151 with no loop.
151 with no loop from Fern. 151.51 to 159.7, meaning an 8-second lead. Yeah, and James, man, I've said to you more than welcome. I invited you yesterday because there's no issue at all from our side.
What?
But I normally, yeah, nose of Fern's car bricking into the tube, and that is going to ruin any potential 3-lap and any 1 lap on this lap anyway. But he's going for it. Oh, the car just tips up.
Close one.
Very, very close. The car's back end just clipping in very slightly, and we go for a nice, clean, flipped loop skip there. Very, very nice. Taking. Oh, okay. Fern's saying that he is going to be trying for something hot on this final lap. He wants to get a nice clean exit and tube. He wants to get a nice tube and then exit here. And it's nice. That is nice and low. And now Fern will maybe be able to settle in to this final corner down the straight and be ready after that very, very clean, tidy, low exit. And go on. Now, out with the grip in the tube, doubt see any improvement, and we don't. We're going to remove the hood, and we can see the times now after Fern and Max cross the line. Oh, and the boost has screwed Fern early in the lap, and that again, unfortunately, ruins chance at top times. But me, knowing Fern, I know it could still potentially be below my own EB. Or around, or just ever so slightly above. Yeah, Fern saying he's still after that first loop skip, he is going to attempt it. Refusing to play it too safe. It's not in Fern's blood. Nice exit, a little bit wide. Swings in, catches it, lovely and clean, and you hear the lovely, excited yes from Fern there. Happy boy. I'm very happy for him too. Been able to pull it off, and that now will surely see him on for a better time than I normally set. Still, even with that heavy brick on the boost early on in the lap. What do you think you're on for, Fern, if you have a little time stamp at any point around here?
If I didn't break that first boost, it would be a really good time.
Yeah. James saying he did not know that you could do that skip that way, so he's going to go try that, and thank you, Fern. is again on that little segue from James.
Bro,
Feel free.
53 braking.
A 53 with a brick, so almost.
Yeah.
He's at least matched my best lap time, if not a second below. Because like I say, I'm at a 53 or a 54. I can't quite remember. I'm not the best with my PBs.
No worries, it's our night, right?
That does take it. It's 2-0. 2-1 to Fern, sorry. Max having taken Plummet 51.514 as the best lap, and 53 with a heavy brick on the boost. 53.909 from Max. Again, as I was about to say, with that little segue from James on the didn't know that you could do the skip that way. Do again. Head over and check out Fern HN. I'm going to type it out correctly in my chat. Type this into YouTube and you will find this fast young boy, and he'll show you some sick ass lines.
Oh, sorry.
No worries, man. You do it in your own time. I know that Matt is in a slight rush, but we have been under that hour mark still. We've still got 12 minutes. And he did say to me a minute before you said he'd got an hour. He said 70 minutes to me. So we should be good on track. It does sometimes glitch out on the tyres and show a different set of them on screen, but let's have a little look at the, yep, that is the off-roads. What off-roads do you use? I don't know what off-roads they are. They look like the famous track. Max, though, has had a very nice start and pulled away a little bit of a lead off the start, but it takes that early high line to Fern's lower initial line and then swings high on the second part of the corner. Oh, what did the car do then? Misbehaving massively. I believe that may be what happened to Tuncer earlier on against Jack. Or maybe Tuncer's was a slight brick into there, but the car just sliding or pulling upwards too sharp and spinning out, bottoming out on the platform. Good man, James. And the sell wasn't so much to you, it's to a future audience. I know most of the community is already subscribed to everybody else and that sort of thing. There's a few people that aren't subscribed to everybody, and will surely pick up on that through future commentaries and more tournaments as they are streamed more regularly and that sort of thing. It's only going to help the audience base grow, I do believe. And as I did say to Albo earlier, that I don't see any reason why it's not quite reaching the top levels of some of the esports out there, why we can't draw in a bigger community and have some of the channels be a little bit bigger from the stunt racing scene. And that's my aim, as community sort of thing, a little bit like, say, Johnny Boy from Rocket League, something like that, someone who's not quite at the highest end level but all about spreading it all around. I do watch quite a lot of Rocket League, and I need to get more into the competitive stuff, because it's more been like some of the YouTubers. You're Fern, okay, you need to teach me about some of the mechanics. Bro, I can maybe get into some...
Before GTA, I played competitive on Rocket League.
Okay, I know Raza is into his Rocket League as well. Like, there is...
I am grand champion, like,
yeah, Raza did mention you were grand champion the other day as well. He was quite impressed with it. But again, with me knowing a little bit about your in real life background and your competitiveness, again, that surprises me not very much, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm not very surprised to hear that you reached the top of what you take part in. Like, you're a competitive boy, you're very fast on here, you're very, very good at football from what I've heard in real life. And carry that forward into your gaming attitude as well. And if you carry your sort of friendly, positive attitude into your sporting competitive as well, you're going to make a lot of friends along the way.
In 2016, it was my best moment in the life. I earned so many money, but I earned.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Do you have any videos up of it?
Yeah, I didn't have YouTube channel at that time, but it was a really good moment in my life.
Well, it's something I have, because I do have Rocket League, and with you knowing a lot about the mechanics and stuff, is I would potentially be interested in doing commentary on Rocket League. So if you'd maybe be interested in coming in as, like, again, like that pro level who knows all the mechanics and can explain certain bits to the audience, you'd be a really good co-commentator to work with on that. And just bring it into...
I play Rocket League.
You play Rocket League?
You know, the grand champion is 1,500 points.
Yeah.
You get in the grand champion 1,500 points.
Yeah.
Okay, I have 200 more points than that.
So you're a high-end grand champion.
Yeah, I 1,700.
Nice.
Yeah,
Now,
I play against so many good players. I won Kato again. I won Kato.
Very clean through the final section. Nice. 28.849 there from Fern. Very clean. I saw, and that was why I did go a little bit silent, because he's been very clean while we've been having that conversation. It turns out that Fern can carry quite a heavy conversation talking about his Rocket League past and set. Lovely. Was that an actual PB there as well, Fern?
I think it's not, but...
Not quite, but yeah, yeah.
Really happy with that.
It means you're getting more consistently into the 28s at the very least, being able to do it in this 1v1 high pressure situation while we were just carrying a casual conversation on in the background. But I knew that it was clean, so I did go a little silent there so we could have a look at the time as it came in. As you carried a lot of speed through that final tube. I could see it coming. Like, I can't carry the speed myself yet, but I can see when it's being achieved. So that's a good sign for my future, potentially, hopefully. Now, let me have a look through my subscriptions. James, I'm just taking care of that request for you. As we do see Fern heading through the final set of loops here for himself. Oh, and I got the name slightly wrong, that is my bad. It's Fur HM. I have found it. Home, make sure I've got that out. But if I grab your world record video, that's what I'm going to post into my chat, Fern, so people can come find you from there. I think I'm going to... Yeah, I am. I just need to share it to my own message. Nice flare from Fern. Wonderful flip. Nice little barrel roll through the air, through the flip as well. Nice and straight this time, just carrying the speed. Clean over the ramp. Let me send this to... I'm going to just send you your own channel, Fern, just so it's in a message I can copy and paste it to my chat. So you don't need to look at this message from me. Nice and clean across the line, and it was, again, it looked nice and smooth, so it should I imagine, be under the 30 mark. And I'm bringing up my YouTube again, quickly, sorry. And in roughly half an hour as well, I will be bringing you Fox Track versus Razza LD. I again would like to say a huge thank you to both Fern and Max for letting me bring this to you. Yeah, okay, it lets me spectate on the... No, honestly man, it is a huge privilege to do it. It's like my channel would not be in the position it is without any of you. I would literally have nothing to commentate on if you said no. Because I can't go round stealing people's content. You need permission. So I do, as much as you guys appreciate me doing it, I hugely appreciate all of you letting both me and Jack give this a go and take it from there and see what we can do with it going forward.
Yeah.
It's hugely appreciated. I am going to just post this in chat, so it's there in the live stream. I did send it to you. I'm just still going to post it as well, because that is the Trench 2 record video, so that will help make sense for people coming forward to the video in the future. You are able, if you have the app, to bring up the live chat, so you can look through all of the chat going on in all of the streams too and see some of this information. But with that, Fern has got himself up to 18 points. Max, unfortunately, I do offer my commiserations across. Yes, Fern? You're going to have to run.
I'm going to take a break because
yeah, you've got,
to study.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're going to have your studies. I know you've got exams and everything coming up. I will see you.
Thank you really much.
No, honestly, again, thank you, and I will see you in the party probably in the next day or two, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck, my man, with the studies. I'm not going to say enjoy it, because you tell me off for it. So good luck with it. But Fern,
bye, folks.
you do join.
Catch you later.
Catch you later, boy. I'll catch you later. You already passed me. You don't need to catch me. Again, making a slight joke of my phrasing. Catch you later, Fern. Love you lots, man.
Bye, bro.
Bye, bro. Fern has joined official as the top performer. I will, at the end of this stream, quickly change the title of it so when it uploads properly, it will read Group 2, not Group 5. But that will be drawing it all to a close for around, just wait for my time to come up, half an hour. I have 30 minutes. We will be bringing you Fox Track versus Razza. That is all on track to go, 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 and I will see you then. Good boy! And thank you very much for tuning in.